YouTube, what is going on? It's Gino Benino, and I am, first of all, I want to thank you guys for checking things out. I'm going to make some quick, short videos for a while. I want to post a little bit more often. I know I've been talking about that. And it's a beautiful day outside, so I decided to come out here and talk a little bit about stuff. Forgive the background noise. It's an air conditioner. It's hot. It's about 92 here, but again, it's nice, you know, not going to complain. Real quick, what I'm going to do, like I mentioned, is do some short and sweet videos in the neighborhood of like 1 or 2 minutes. And I want to deal with 1 or 2 spec books of that week that I noticed either I read somewhere or got some information or something like that about. Most of this stuff you may already know about. This is primarily geared towards folks that maybe don't have a lot of time to do this sort of stuff and want to get a little bit of quick information. That's what I'm going to do. So the first thing I want to talk about is the reasoning. What's happening, what I noticed in the last probably 3 or 4 months since Avengers did so well at the movie theaters, is it seems like everybody is making announcements for TV shows, for movies and stuff like that. Even more so, it seems like it's just getting, you know, crazier and crazier. And for that reason, the spec market's going nuts. And I'm mainly gearing this not so much to people that want to get stuff and flip it, but for people that want to get it before it gets flipped. If you catch things on eBay and things like that, it's probably too late. Probably the word has got out and those folks know exactly what they're selling. And for that reason, you're going to be paying $30, $40, $50 for a book that just a week ago was $5 or $10. And also, if you have a chance, maybe you can get to your comic shop and try to dig them out of the back bins or go to a convention or something like that and try to get them before they you know, go crazy. Because a lot of the stuff, again, what I notice is with comic stores especially, they don't have the time to go and dig through their boxes every day and get stuff out of there, and stuff is changing literally on a daily basis. So that's sort of what you know, what I'm going to try to appeal to. So the first book I'm going to talk about is this one. This is Amazing Spider-Man 212, notable because it's the first appearance of Hydra Man. Hydra Man was a go-nowhere, sort of third-rate, if you will, Spider-Man villain. Didn't hear really too much about him, but what happened is he's been teased in the upcoming Spider-Man movie. I know the Spider-Man movie's been getting a lot of press recently. He's one of the people, don't know if he's going to be a standalone or if they're going to try to weave him into the Sinister Six. Not really positive, but I do know that there's been some stills, some people that have been on set, kind of behind the background, watching scenes that are being filmed, and the word on the street, again, this could be all wrong. I mean, sometimes Marvel does divert attention elsewhere and try to get you looking left when they're doing something right. But anyway, I'm guessing that he's probably going to be one of the villains featured, and even if he's just on a screen for 5 minutes, it causes often characters to blow up. So once again, Amazing Spider-Man 212, go check your comic book store, back bins. If you're in a convention, check the $2, $3. That's what this book went for before things blew up. If you go on eBay right now, you're going to be paying about $20, $25 for a decent copy. But again, if you have one, go get it. Issue 212. The next one I'm going to talk about is from DC, and this is actually a series of 3 comics. It's 52 weeks. This series kind of was very similar to like 24, where it took place each week in the week of superheroes and followed it that way instead of it jumping around time-wise. This is notable on the CW, the same people that do Flash and Arrow, and I think it's I think they do Flash and Arrow. Yeah. Anyway, they're going to do Batwoman. Batwoman is going to not only, I think she'll first probably appear in Arrow, and then she'll get her own series. Anyway, her name is Kate Kane, and she's, the notable thing with her, she's Batwoman. She's also part of the LGBT community, and for that reason it kind of piques interest into a whole group of people that don't really normally deal with, you know, they're not really part of the, I mean, comic book community per se, not the mainstream. And I think that's good. I think that'll bring in some fresh blood into the hobby. So that's why I think this is going to have a lot of interest behind it. Anyway, Issue 7, 9, and 11 are the ones you're looking for. 7, this one right here, kind of easy to see with the red cover, is the first cameo of Kate Kane, just as herself. No costume or anything like that yet. The next issue, 9, looks like this. 9 is going a little bit under the radar right now, and it's not really getting recognized. This is probably the least expensive of the 3, but it's still a notable thing. This is the first cameo of Kate Kane as Batwoman. First time she puts on the costume is in this issue here. Then the third one, and this is the biggie, is 11. 11 is the first full appearance Kate Kane as Batwoman. So it looks like this. This is the one that's probably going for the most money. I know right now if you go on eBay you'll find a bunch of them. Word got out on this, so I'm a little late with my news. But again, this is the first time I'm going to do this. Hopefully I'll be able to get ahead of the ball from this point forward, but this is the issue you're looking for. Still probably able to find this. If you have a comic book store that isn't gone through too much, you might be able to find these in the back bins. This wasn't a real super high dollar book. It just, you know, again, it lived in the dollar box up to probably a week or two ago. Third book, or third group of books, or third book I should say, is Strange Tales number 8, and this is with, if you remember the first series, Strange Tales, it was like from the 60s, 70s, had like Hulk, Iron Man, stuff like that. This one is with Cloak and Dagger. They were trying to kind of relaunch them, and before they actually gave them their own series, they were trying to kind of drum up popularity again, so they were featured in a series of these, like I think it was like 10 or 15 issues, might be less. Anyway, Cloak and Dagger, notable because Mr. Jib. Mr. Jib is somebody that they're teasing to be either at the end of Cloak and Dagger or possibly season 2. The first series, the first kind of series, they're really just introducing the characters. They're not really dealing that much with superhero villains or anything like that. And if the series is popular, I have a feeling that they'll start bringing out, super. It's similar to what they did with, if you think about like with Iron Man and Daredevil and stuff like that. The first year they dealt with human foes and human problems, and then after that they kind of got into like, superhero foes and stuff like that. And that's what I think they're probably going to do with Cloak and Dagger. So that's it. Those are my 3 picks. If you got them, go look for them in your boxes. If not, go to your comic shop and see if you can find them. That is it, guys. Again, I'm going to try to do this on a weekly or semi-weekly thing. I'm going to try to post a little bit more often, make them short and sweet. I'll try to make these like a couple minutes or less. And that's it. Gino Bonino, I'm out. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy hunting, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.